Welcome to City Bricks. It's been a long time since our last update, so we've had a lot of changes to the Lego room and city. Starting off with this section over here, I actually got it entirely cleared out, and then I started working on one of my buildings of my own, and we'll take a closer look at that later. Then, I actually got rid of my racing simulator. It actually opened up this desk, so I got a pretty good spot to build, and then I can reach this part of the city now. I think that's going to help me get a few more videos out as well because it really sucked not having a spot to build and then watch something. Now I've also got a few projects going on, like this tech building that I'm working on. It's going to be like a curved corner build, and I can't wait to get that placed into the city, but I already regret not putting it on a Mills plate. And then I've messed with my display over here. I got this new Twin Tower set, which is actually like 7,000 pieces and one of my biggest sets now. And then I think it looks really good over there with the airplanes and T-Rex. And then finally, construction started. Excuse the mess. But on the Winter Village. I think I've got about 6 of those Christmas sets that release every year. So the plan is to get them built and then have them on this island up here. Probably the only spot in the house I'm allowed to have Lego besides the room. And then, of course, I have a bunch of smaller builds that I've added to the city, mainly all the new speed champions. I even got probably my new favorite car, that Fast and Furious one, the pink one, and then another favorite. So the streets are actually looking pretty full now. Now I think I really need to add a bunch of more minifigures. And then the plan will be to light up some of the vehicles, but once you add lights, you really can't move them around. They're kind of just tied into place. And then over in this section of the city, I've got about 8 base plates here, and then there's about half a base plate in front. And I was thinking of making this kind of like a skyscraper section or a little bit of cyberpunk, and then maybe put like an industrial area, just like a lot of hoses, pipes, and walking paths, maybe a few alleys, because I plan on stopping the road right here. I'm currently working on like a little roundabout, and then I'll probably add a walking path over here just so we can connect it all. But I just want that to be like an area of everything that I've built myself. And then that kind of just leaves me with this part of the city where I can add more future modulars and other sets that I'm building myself. Kind of like this one, where I'm still not really sure where it's going to be placed. Maybe back here in the corner. And I'm still not really sure how the layout's going to look down here. I was thinking about making like a fake tunnel right there. And then I might have to move a leg or stop the road right here because it's going to run into it. So not really sure what I'm going to do down here. So if you have any ideas, let me know down below. Now the lighting is still not done in this, but this is kind of what I was going for. Just kind of like a underground cyberpunk kind of vibe, a little garage over here, donut shop on the first floor, another store in here with just lots of details, and then rooms in the back. Then we've got the Joker up here serving some alcohol, a stripper, which I'm not sure if we'll be able to see through these windows. I might put like some paper in front of it. So really the only view will be through these doors. So this might actually be some of the better viewing that we get before I get this place. And then we got some apartments on this side. Still have to add lights over here. And then up top, I actually put that Thor as Guardian apartment set up there, which I have another one in the backlog. I think it's set 76200. But I just took one of those apart, put that at the top. And that's really what I plan on doing with all these kind of gift with purchases. And I also had another one of these books are my passion gift with purchases. And I kind of used that for this top penthouse apartment. And I'm not really sure how tall I want to go with this, but I do kind of like how it turned out. I wanted it to look a little futuristic. I did forget to mention that I also got this Peter Parker apartment set. It was like $54, super overpriced. I didn't put any stickers on it because I knew I'd have to break it down. And I think the plan is to put it right under here, covering up that leg, kind of make like maybe an L shape. And then that can kind of lead into maybe a few more stores just to cover up all those wires and then some of the, support. My only worry is that it's going to be pretty close to the street. But I might actually move the street a bit because it's going to run into that pole over here. So we're either going to have to come to a dead end or make a workaround. And thank you guys again for watching. If you want to see anything else in more depth or have any questions, feel free to ask below. And until next time.